Welcome to another edition of Preaching Pointers. And as you can see on our screen today, the subject is the application of the text. And I just want to think for a moment about one principle about applying the biblical text to our current day circumstances. Sometimes we can look at a Bible text, think we understand what is going on, and jump straight to applying it to our current day circumstances. But actually what we need to do is first understand how the text would have applied in the day that it was written, and then take that understanding of how it would have applied then to applying it then to our current day circumstances. Let me just give you a very small, simple illustration of this. In our New Testament, you will find that Jesus spent time with tax collectors. Now, tax collectors, perhaps in our current day, they may not be the most popular of people, but probably seen as respectable civil servants doing an unpopular but necessary job and being perhaps occasionally the focus of some friendly banter. But if we think of tax collectors in Jesus' day, generally speaking, they were gathering money off the Jews and giving it to the Roman oppressors. They were often working for the Romans, and perhaps reading between the lines, were using that position and that job to partly not only line the pockets of the Roman oppressors, but also to line their own pockets. And so as a result, they were very much a detested and despised people group, if you like, in society. They were the type of people who had to watch their backs because they were perhaps so hated because of the job that they were doing, particularly taking money off the Jews and giving it to the Romans. They were perhaps perceived as traitors. Now, when we understand that view of how the tax collectors were viewed in Jesus' day, and then we want to think about, well, how do we apply the fact that Jesus spent time with tax collectors? The application isn't that he spent time with respectable civil servants doing an unpopular but necessary job. The application is that he spent time with the most despised and detestable of people viewed in that society. And so if we're going to apply that to our day, we need to be thinking, well, who are the most despised and detestable people in our society? And when we've worked that out, we go and spend time with them. But because that's what Jesus did in his own day. He spent time with the tax collectors, the most despised and detestable people viewed in society's terms in his day. And that would be the application we would then make to our current day. So what we need to be thinking of when we're applying the text to our current day circumstances is first of all working out how did it apply into the circumstances then. And when we have that understanding, we take that understanding and use it to make the application in our current day. I hope that little preaching pointer was of some help to you. Again, if it was, then please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you again for listening to another edition of Preaching Pointers.